Welcome back to Turn 5.
How's it going today, guys?
We're changing oil in yet another car.
Yeah.
Today it's the inaugural oil change
Of the 944.
1984. Got a 15mm socket to get the drain plug out, and then bring them over here.
All right.
Hopefully this will be easier than a Miata oil change. But this right here is the oil filter. So first we're going to do the plug, drain out the oil, change the messy oil filter, and then bing bang, walla walla bing bang, doop doop, we're done.
Alrighty.
Let's get under the car. Now that we're conveniently located underneath the car, this is the 15mm drain plug. We're gonna put our nice little socket on there, and of course it's probably gonna be more difficult than it should be, but that's kind of our life. Can you pull it that way at all?
Me?
Yeah.
I can't reach it in my current configuration of...
All right, so we're gonna get a longer extension, but that's the one that we're doing right there.
Sweet.
Sound good?
Yeah. Now that we have used our hammering
Are you
ability...
still down there? No, you just pull out the plug and get some oil on yourself.
Is that what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Have fun
What
with
I'm
that
actually gonna do
oil.
is I'm gonna pull this further this way. I think we might win an Emmy Award for this one.
I think so too. Look at all that.
That's
oil.
much cleaner than the Miata getting that drain plug out.
Well, that's good.
All right, you want to show them this drain plug?
Yeah.
How many quarts of oil are in this beast?
A lot.
Is that a technical number?
I don't remember off the top of my head.
So again, you want to look at your drain plug because it is magnetic in nature, and look for any signs that there could be, or like something.
Any metal, anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. This looks really good.
Sweet. My car isn't gonna self-destruct.
All right, let's let her drain out, then we'll get to the oil filter.
Sounds good to me.
Woohoo! That's a good angle right there.
It was a wonderful angle.
As we wait for the oil to drain out,
Yep.
changing the oil in a Porsche 944, unlike other Porsches, especially early 911s, 911s have a dry sump.
I don't know what that means.
That means that the oil is not actually in the engine. It's sitting outside of the engine, gets pumped into there.
That's interesting.
It is. So with a 911, you do not want to follow these methods because you don't know how much oil is in there unless it's running and doing some other thing. So
Okay.
a Porsche 944 is a lot like a regular car.
Yep. And like a regular car, you can reach the fuel pump.
The fuel pump,
Or
as you go back to this video right here, that is underneath the car in the back. But you might have meant the fuel filter.
nope. I still meant the oil pump or oil filter.
Now the oil pump.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We're going down the laundry list
Wow.
of filters and pumps.
So far, changing oil, Porsche 944, super simple. We're gonna let it drain a little bit longer because this oil filter, or as Tyler likes to call it, the fuel pump or the oil pump, is actually upside down. When you pull that off, it's gonna start leaking oil onto whatever's underneath there. So our theory, because we are mechanical in nature,
And just superior automotive mechanics.
is that if you give it about 5 minutes, most of that oil, as it drains out of the engine, will also come out of there.
Because it's upside down, so it should, go with gravity.
That's probably not what happens.
No, it probably somehow gets more full.
Well, let's click to the next second and we'll unscrew the oil filter.
Or the fuel pump.
Or the oil pump. The biggest problem with people putting on oil filters is that they put them on way over tight.
What's
All
way
the-
over tight?
Like needing extra tools to be able to do it, not be able to fit them. So I think we finally got that. If you're changing your oil at home, it just needs to be like tight.
Like hand tight.
Hand tight, but not even like completely like Hercules hand tight. Hand tight.
Okay.
All right? Get the flashlight. Where's your flashlight?
My
What
flashlight.
kind of a cameraman are you?
The worst type.
All right, so now we just spin this out. Hopefully not too much oil goes all over. And
Only a lot.
was it too bad? Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's a bit.
It's not like the Valdez.
What's the Valdez?
Wasn't that the oil tanker that...
Oh! We're talking about the... Yeah. It's not as bad as a natural disaster.
All right, I'm gonna stick my hand down here. Get your flashlight.
Okay.
Where'd you put your flashlight?
Well, I put it away. I didn't think we
You're
were
a
looking
bad
at it.
cameraman. Oh, it's down there pretty good. Okay, yeah, well, now what we're gonna do...
I'm using my
You look
flashlight on you
serious.
now.
All right, we should probably make sure that this is in fact the right one. There it is. Take some oil. Oh man, if you guys could feel this, this ring on this oil filter is smushed in. This oil filter, nice and flat, it should be flat. We might try to get an angle here, but it's really, really depressed in there. We'll clean it up and show you. That's not good. It does not need to be on that tight. I'm going to show you how tight it needs to be. New oil filter. We're mating the oil filter to the car. Where's your flashlight?
Look at that screw on. It's going so much easier than before.
Okay. So there, I got my thumb and my index finger. I can't get any tighter really. There we go. Literally hand tight.
Yep.
If it leaks a little bit, go back in and tighten it that much more. But it's not going to leak. It's designed not to leak.
Because it's designed to be hand tight.
One last step. Don't forget the, well, many more steps. Let's go back into the car and
get
put the drain plug back in.
Because that would be bad.
It'd be funny if you just started pouring oil in there.
And you just hear coming out the bottom.
That would be what we would do.
Yeah, it would be something that Turn 5 would screw up and do.
All right, let's get under the car.
He's getting in my foot space.
Get out of my space.
And we're under the car.
Are you under there?
Yeah, I'm under it.
I'm not. Oh boy.
Oh, you're taking your sweet
Well, I'm taking
time.
my sweet time and I'm spilling oil.
Oh, no.
It's just what I do. All right, oil's done draining. Put back in the plug. Okay, that's tight, but we want to
Keep
First of
watching
all-
the oil drip down from multiple places.
again, this doesn't need to be super tight. There,
Sweet.
tight enough. And if it leaks, what are we gonna do?
Tighten it.
Tighten it. All right, let's go back up to the top, put some oil in. As we are very studious, we know that the internet, the Ren list,
Yep.
says 6.5 quarts.
Yep.
But we go to the books, because we are very smart even though we don't have glasses.
I have the wrong book out for that. I opened this one because I thought this would have the correct information.
But what did you find very interesting? I want you to speak in your professor voice.
Oil change service every 15,000 miles or 24,000 kilometers. And once a year if driven under 15,000 miles in that year.
You show me another car built in 1984 that has a 15,000 mile oil change interval.
That is a very...
Good thing we don't drive at 15,000 miles because I wouldn't do that anyways.
I would not either. I would...
But that was just a quick side note. Oftentimes the internet can be a great place to find information.
Yes.
Sometimes they might be a little bit off. Renlist, which is a reputable website, I would trust the information on it. For some reason, people say it takes 6.5 quarts.
But I have an owner's manual.
So the 1984
says-
Porsche 944.
5.8 US quarts with a filter change.
So here's what I'm gonna say. Perhaps early 944s are 5.8. Perhaps older or newer ones
Like
are 6.5.
944 turbos maybe, you know, like.
So always result to your owner's manual or cross-reference what you
Yes.
find on the internet.
Yes.
5.8 US quarts, let's go! You know what's nice about this oil change?
What?
It's definitely 5 quarts. This is 5.28. We gotta get to 5.8. Let's put all this in.
And then figure it out from there.
All right, we went with
5W40 liquid moly.
I was trying to, I don't know why that was the biggest thing to read, but I couldn't read it.
Yeah, you were struggling. That's what
Let's switch around here. You go.
That's the oil Pelican Parts recommends for the 944. So I went with it.
It looks good.
It looks nice and clean.
Well, I would hope it looks clean.
Yeah, thanhanks, Captain Obvious.
Words of Tyler. This is a fuel pump, an oil pump, and clean oil.
What was that there, mister? I'm gonna get you some unflattering pictures of your face.
All right, let's fill it up, and then we'll start the car and end this puppy, shall we?
Alrighty.
Hey, Ty.
Yeah?
You want to give me the last cold start up for the 2020 season?
Oh, that sounds so sad.
It does. Well, let's do it. We'll check for any oil drippage.
Okay.
And the crowd waits. All right, so now what I like to do, get it started up. I'm gonna check the drain plug. It's not leaking. You probably can't see because it's dark in there. You wanna check around the oil filter. No leaking, no leaks.
That's fabulous.
All right, hopefully this helped at least one person.
Hopefully.
And it amused other people.
Yeah. If it did both or one or none of those, make sure to click like and subscribe.
Awkward high five. Woo! Take care. The last drive of the year.
In the 944.
What you guys are about to see is Turn 5 brilliance in action.
Yes.
Because we just successfully completed an oil change.
Yes.
We're gonna go give her a tiny little rip,
Tiny.
put her away for the winter, make sure it don't got leaks, but enjoy the 2-second ride.
Yeah.